river, and Nora, she climbed the ackee tree, and she dropped the ackee to her sister, and they threw the baskets up. It was time for them to go home now, so they, the rope, the thing to put in the head, we call it a cutter. It's basically something to ease the pressure of the weight on top of your head. Now they put the basket on your head, man, and they were making their way down to go across Dry River. Now, as I said earlier, in order for you to cross Dry River, you have to drop something, you have to pay. So Nora's sister, she go across, and she drop her ackee, and she go across Dry River. Now, what did I say about Nora? She was what? Mean. So it was Nora's time now to go across with her basket, but to hold on tight. And she put her toe into the water. And Dry River now start to sing now, and Dry River start to say, if you don't give me one ackee, you can't cross here, repeat. If you don't give me one ackee, you can't cross here. Dry River go come down and wash you away. So now when the water start to trickle, Nora, sister now, she knows what's going to happen now. So Nora now, she needs to hold her even tighter. The water start to bubble up. She put in her whole foot, and she tried to put the other foot into the water. And the river start to sing. If you not give me one ackee, you can't cross ya. If you not give me one ackee, you can't cross ya. Dry River go come down and wash you away. At that time, the water bubble up and catch Dora right at her knee. The sister now across the river start to jump. And she start to say, Dora, let me hear you sing. Give one, Dora, give one.
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 Dry River go come down and wash you away. And would you believe that Dora would never drop a ackee? The water will start to rise up, man. And the water reach out all the way up to her waist. And she start to dance in the water. And Dry River insisted, I'll drop the ackee. And Nora would never drop a ackee. And the water start to rise. And it gets you all the way up here to her shoulder. And the sister now start to run up and down and start to bawl out. Let me hear you. Give one, Dora, give one.
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 Dry River to come down and wash you away. And she hold on to the basket start to shake, and the Dry River start to come down more. And reach her all the way up to her neck. And this time, she couldn't balance anymore. She started to go down into the water. And the basket tilt. One ackee drop out, then another ackee drop out of the basket. By the time all the ackees were in the water. Now the sister now start to bawl out more, man. Give one, Dora, give one. And the basket floating along the river. Dora's sister start to roll, and Dora go down one time. She go a second time, and the third time, all you could see was Dora's finger. The water carried her all the way. And from that day until now, nobody must see Dora. Dry River, wash her away. Jackman Dora, natural, none.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Wonderful, wonderful. Listen. You see how it's valuable to be kind? Yes, it's very valuable to be kind. And by being kind to one person, you can have a ripple effect to other person. You can spread something that's positive. The grumpy taxi man or the driver or the person who's next to you, if you're kind to them, that can make their time, that can make their world. And that's the same values that we have in our national heroes. And as we celebrate Youth Month, this month, November, let's bear the value of kindness in mind as we go through our daily lives as students, as teachers, as everyday man, woman, child. Let us spread kindness in Jamaica. There are so many mean people looking on the television, but let's just spread kindness all around. I'm going to encourage you all to stay tuned to our, and we just spoke about heroes. Tomorrow's festival will be taking place at Marcus Garvey's Liberty Hall, and that's downtown Kingston, right? So you stay tuned. It's at 10 a.m. sharp, and based on the poster that's sent out, you know what we're doing. And you know Marcus Garvey, listen, that man can dress to push foot. Everybody know that expression?
Yes,
Yes, that means him is sharp. When he put on his suit and step out. Listen, you think he's the general. You think he's the king. You know? Understand? Right, so stay tuned for that. And right now we're going right to the song Hero by Amina Meeks.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
But we have some technical difficulties. Apologies for those online. Just remember that tomorrow the festival starts at 10 a.m. And as I said before, the values of kindness are very important. We do this every year, right? That's the Tukuma, and we have the ANANSE SOUNDSPLASH. And right now, you want to come in and say something, Dr. Meeks? All right. And then we'll have Mr. Amina Meeks. And of course, coincidentally, that's Dr. Amina Blackwood Meeks' son. And he has a wonderful message for us. And so we're going to listen to it right now. So listen up. I'm a hero. Bet you never know. Bet you never know that I'm a hero. And if everybody says that, guess what? There will be more heroes out there. As before the song, I had invited Dr. Meeks to come and have a word, and also Ruben to come and have a word and talk with us. And Damien. And we have a device here that's called the ANANSE window, right? And I realize that the attire that you have on, it has the same pattern as this. What does it all mean?
You're very observant. I'm a hero, and you get a A. For observant. I'm a hero. You are a hero.
Yes.
Aren't you a hero? Yeah, clap yourself. My son is a hero. Grandson is a hero. Yeah, you're a hero.
Thank you.
As you were one Ruben to come to Jamaica, they call him Baby and Ruben. Never mind, him soon come back. Alright, so the Ministry of Education is a hero. We want to thank the Ministry of Education for inviting all the schools to participate with us today in this leg of ANANSE Goes to Schools. So we don't know where all our storytellers are. They're all over the place, gone to school with ANANSE. And we are representing ANANSE right here at Innswood High School. Clap your hands. And ANANSE has gone to school wearing his very special attire. I know that many of you see fabric and you say African fabric, don't it? But you really don't know what it means. Did you know that every pattern you see on any piece of African fabric has a special meaning? Yes, that's why ANANSE come to school, so you can know what you don't know. So the next time you see someone wearing African fabric, just ask them what it means. We know what this means because we got this made especially for ANANSE SOUNDSPLASH 2022 as a gift to Jamaica 60. So wherever you see anybody wearing this, if they are not a member of the Storytelling Foundation of Jamaica, ask them to surrender it. So we're going to tell you what it means. We had our Nigerian friends and our Ghanaian friends sit down with us and listen to the story of ANANSE SOUNDSPLASH and listen to all the things we wanted to do and all the stories we want to tell. Now, there are some symbols. Some of them are called Yoruba symbols and some of them are called Akan symbols. So the festival is called ANANSE SOUNDSPLASH. Why do you think it is called SOUNDSPLASH? Because what? Clap him, man, clap him! Yes! ANANSE came from far. He came across the water. That is the splash. Now what color is the water? Blue. The water blue? Sure. You drink blue water? But it looks blue, doesn't it? And if you look, the further out you look, the bluer it looks, or the bluer it gets. So the first thing they wanted to represent was Ananse's journey. Where did Ananse come from? Which part in Africa? West Africa, clapping, very good. So we wanted to represent Ananse's journey across the water. So we're using blue. And as you can see, the further out you go from the middle of the fabric to the edge, the bluer it gets. Now our Nigerian friends tell us that Ananse brought light and life. And this is the Yoruba symbol for light and life. But Ananse came from Ghana, the Akan people. And with the Akan people, this is the symbol for Ananse. It's called the Entonton. I bet you can't say that. You're bright man, clap yourself. So this is Ananse coming across the ocean, bringing us light and life. But Ananse brought certain things with him. Damien, can you find the drum? Ananse brought the drum from Africa. So we had to put that in the design for Ananse. Did you know that Aki come from Ghana? Yeah. How? Because you can't eat something you don't know where it come from. So Ananse brought the drum, sustenance for our soul, and Ananse brought the Aki for all who love to eat, sustenance for the body. All right. Now Ananse brought us the calabash. You know the calabash? Yeah. Oh, everybody know the calabash. The body. Clap yourself. Very nice. And now Ananse said that we are the people who invented metallurgy. That's a big word you must learn. Metallurgy. Say it again. Metallurgy. That means we make things out of metal. The first thing we make out of the metal was the 3-foot pot. You know 3-foot pot?
Yes.
All who was laughing at them granny, go home and ask your granny if you could borrow her 3-foot pot. Alright? If you don't know the 3-foot pot, do you know the coal stove?
Yes.
And I cannot find the coals. No, look at the coal, the iron. See the coal stove there? So we see the coal stove, right? So we cook on the coal stove. And then, because we always want to look so nice and so neat, we invented the clothes iron. Do you see the clothes iron? So this is our story of Ananse SOUNDSPLASH. We want to tell all the stories about how we came, what we brought, and what we built. You like the story? Yes. All right, clap our Nigerian friends. The theme for our festival this year is WEBS of Greatness. And we want to share with you what we call our signature story. So wherever our storytellers are now, they're all telling the same story. So when we meet somebody next week, yes, bad child, you can be excused. Anywhere we see somebody next week or the week after, if they're telling this story, we know that they attended ANANSE SOUNDSPLASH 2022. This is our signature story. When I say creek, you say crack. Creek? Creek? A long time ago, women would cook soup on Saturdays. They still do that? Yes. I didn't know that. You ever had to cook soup on Saturday? Oh wow! What kind of soup you cook? Red pea soup. What kind of soup? Chicken soup. Plain soup. What is plain soup? Okay. So they would cook soup. But a long time ago, sir, as you know, there was a special kind of soup bone. You know that? And when you cook the soup, the bone boils down to nothing. They pressure it. You're a good kid. Come on. And you could swallow the bone, don't you? Not even the dog get piece of the. No, sir, we're not having that thing there. That thing you just called, you miss? Yes. Did you say pigtail? You put pigtail in your soup? Yes! Alright, you're some wonderful little pork eaters. Yes. Alright, so you know that the pigtail soft, and you could swallow it. Well, lo and behold, this woman heard about a new kind of food that people were going to eat on Saturdays. It came in a box. It came in a red and white box. Ah! People said it was finger licking good. And this woman went and bought herself a box of this thing in the red and white box. And she sat by her window eating. And when she had taken off the meat and she tried to eat the bone could not be charred. It did what? It stuck in her throat. And so she had to throw it through the window. And there was a dog waiting for something to eat. So he saw this bone and he rushed out to pick up this bone. But anywhere you see one street dog, you see more than one street dog. So there was another street dog, a homeless dog, or so it seemed. And the two dogs started to fight for the bone. And there was an old man sitting on a hill. And the old man said, somebody should stop those dogs from fighting. Because if we don't stop those dogs from fighting, the boys in the village will start to fight. Tondago, we are Tondago. Tondago, we are Tondago. The hora we are Tondago, we are Tondago. Do you understand that? We are becoming as dogs. We are behaving as if we are dogs. And soon what do you think happened? Two little boys were coming home from school. And the first little boy said, look at that, two dogs fighting. And then he realized that one of the dogs was his. And the other dog, who was getting the worst of the fight, belonged to the other little boy. He said, how you mean to have your dog fighting off my dog? The little boy said, I wasn't even here. He said, well, you must train your dog. And before you know it, the two boys were fighting. And the man on the hill said, somebody should stop those boys from fighting. Because if we don't stop those boys from fighting soon, the women in the village will start to fight. Tondago, we are Tondago. Tondago, we are Tondago. The whole we are Tondago. We are Tondago. And two women were coming home from the market. And they wanted to know why these two boys were fighting. Because in that village, the children don't fight. And then one of the women recognized, and the other woman said her son are getting most of the beating, you know. And she said to the first woman, your child has no brought up sin. And the woman said, well, you know about me? Well, you know about me? Exactly. And before you know it, the two women were fighting. And the man on the hill said what? marvelous. Give him a round of applause. If we don't stop the women from fighting, soon the men in the village will start to fight. Tondago, we are Tondago. Tondago, we are Tondago. We roll out, we are Tondago. We are Tondago. And before you know it, two men were coming home. Like they had been to the pub. You ever hear about happy hour? What happens in the happy hour? You're not supposed to know about happy hour. You're too young to be so happy. Happy hour is something our men do on a Friday evening. They go to the bar, don't they? And they sip up too. And they come home staggering, drunk and disorderly. And then they saw two women fighting. And they thought it was the funniest thing in the world. Until one man. Where's that? Man said, am I woman that? And the other one said, yes, I'm a woman, and she get beat up. Until he realized what? And what happened? And the man on the hill said, somebody should stop these two men from fighting. Because if we don't stop these two men from fighting, everybody will go on. Tondago, we are Tondago. Tondago, we are Tondago. The whole we are Tondago, we are Tondago. And the first man, somebody ran to the village he was from and told the village that this man from the village I get beat up. Oh, you know that the whole of that village coming down the hill. And what happened to the next man? See him village come too. If you see stick and stone coming down the hill. And the man on the hill said, the whole country will be at war. Start a World War II, yes. And they won't even know what they were fighting about. So in order for the war to end, everybody has to go to the river and throw away something that caused them to fight. And so everybody went to the river. Damien, are you going to the river? What are you going to give up in the river?
I want to give up scamming.
Clap him. Who else is coming to the river? Everybody has to give up something for there to be peace. You have to give it up. You have to come to the river and give it up. Throw it away. What are you throwing away? Gone? Yes, throw it guns. Throw it guns. Who else is coming to give up something? The light bill? Nobody has to pay a light bill. What are you doing? Yes, Mr. Jerry.
I'm giving up turning a blind eye.
Give up turning a blind eye. You have to see what's going on. Give up what? Yes, come. Give it up. Give it up. We have to talk what's going on. Thank you. Two more. We need two more. Come and throw it in the river. You have to throw it in the river. You're giving up what? Abuse. Give up abuse. No, throw it in the river. You have to throw it away. Throw it away. Give up bad man. One more. Pardon me? Yes. Give up this unity. And the man on the hill said, when we give up all the things that are keeping us back, we're weaving webs of greatness. Weave webo, we are weave webo. Weave webo, we are weave webo. We're weaving web of greatness, web of greatness. We're weaving web of greatness, web of greatness. Weave webo, we are weave webo. Weave webo, we are weave webo. We're weaving web of greatness, web of greatness. We're weaving web of greatness, web of greatness. Like I said. Clap your teachers who have been to Clap the Ministry of Education. Clap Mr. Harvey. Clap the technical team from the Jamaica Library Service. A big thank you to all our sponsors. The Tourism Enhancement Fund, the Chase Fund, the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, Women Revolve, Social Development Commission, who am I leaving out? Sky Gallery. I will can't leave out you. It's High School and all the beautiful students. Yes, Emancipation Park. We started at Emancipation Park on Sunday as part of their 20th anniversary. Now, where is your teacher? Where's Miss Noel? I see other teachers here. But then Miss Someone come. Come, Miss Someone. Because we have a special gift we want to leave for the school. Every year we do something different. And this year, we put together a collection of the papers that have been delivered at the festival in the last 10 years, along with some of our favorite stories. We thank you so much for having us, and we would like to present your school with this book called The Children Ought to Know. Tomorrow morning, did you want to speak?
Monday.
Yes. Tomorrow morning, we are going to be at Liberty Hall at 10 o'clock. And that will be a discussion that we're having about the impact of Marcus Garvey, our first national hero, on our male leaders. Sunday, ANANSE goes to the library. And we shall be in the library from 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock. We are going to be at the St. Anne's Parish Library. As you know, libraries don't open on Sunday. But this is our initiative to see if we could open our libraries on Sunday. So everybody come to the St. Anne's Parish Library on Sunday. It's in honor of National Storytelling Day, particularly in honor of Marcus Garvey, who used to have programs on a Sunday called A Pleasant Sunday Evening. And then we go out to Island Village for 4 o'clock. So everybody can come to Island Village in the tourist mecca of Jamaica. You have been fabulous. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you to all the storytellers, the local storytellers, wherever they are. And thank you to everybody who joined us in the Zoom room. And thank you to everybody on Facebook. We're going to fix the YouTube channel for tomorrow. It's been running all week. And then just today, it get tired. The tube flat. Thank you.
is the King of our imagination. Bring us forest with the light. Nation of freedom. Rise is the